Oh boy, folks, check this one out. Life with Archie number 250. We've all been here. Check that out as they pay what I'm going to say is a loving homage, a tribute to the Comic-Con scene. We'll flip it over on the back so you can see that as well. We'll get a couple of pictures of that for the catalog, and I'm going to jump in here. Now, if you were here with us in the auction house, you would be able to pick this up, look at it, touch it, feel it, look for any kind of flaws, any kind of little issues like here along the spine you would check out. You'd look for creasing. You're not. Sadly, many of our bidders, well, not sad, it's a good thing that many of our bidders are from all over the world, all over the country, and are not going to take the time to fly into the auction for one book. So we're going to give you the next best thing, and that is I'm going to shine this light. We're going to give it the old wiggle jiggle as we let that light get into every little tiny seam and find those little issues for you. Any kind of flaw, any kind of imperfection, the light is going to let you see better than I can tell you. We'll show you the back as well. And you can certainly take my word for it. I might tell you it's a great copy or a terrible copy, but I'd rather you use your best expertise, judgment, and opinion in determining what you want in your collection. After all, you're going to be the one bidding on it, so we want you to make sure that you are absolutely happy and satisfied with what you're going to get, and that's why I'm showing you that. We'll also show you just a few of the interiors. That way you get an idea of what you consider this to be. Why trust my judgment? You can take my word for it that it's white or off-white or cream, but rather we'd prefer that you look at it and you use your best judgment, because we may disagree. I may think it's brown, you may think it's cream or off-white. Additionally, if there's any kind of water staining, it will show up in this part. You can see if there's any stress on the staples, especially if there's any water damage right along those, or any mildew or anything like that. If there's anything cut out, if there's any giant dog ears, if there's any tears, things like this where kids back in the day might have wanted to fill out those puzzles or write their names right along here. We'll also get a chance to see the back of the front cover where a lot of that damage, if there is any, and there doesn't seem to be too much here, will occur, as well as the stress right here to see if the cover is loose or tight. So that's what we're going to do. This is Archie number 250, Life with Archie. Life with Archie number 253 is up next. This is going back to 1986. A 65-cent cover. We'll flip it over on the back so you can see that as well. Now, something that we won't show either in the video or in the catalog photos, as you can see, it's got a little bit of a bend to it. It's not a crease, luckily, but it is a bend, so I want you to be aware of that. We'll shine that light on it here, which might also let you know about that. Once we put it back in the pile to wait until you bid on it, it may press itself out a little bit, but it's nothing that a little press wouldn't fix. And we'll show you right here, looking pretty good on the interiors. Give you an idea of the quality and condition of these pages. And we move on to Life with Archie number 256. Now I'm feeling something on the back, but let's check it out first on the front. This cool little costume party going on here. Yeah, a little creasing on the back. You could feel it. Again, we've got just a little bit of that curve that we saw in the previous one. But I'll let the light shine on it and tell you its tale first, so you can see any little flaw and imperfection. I'll show you all the nooks and crannies. We do this in very high definition, so we started off in 4K rather, so that you can stop, rewind, zoom in, zoom out, look at exactly what you want. We don't want to take up too much of your time right here, but you can take all the time you need to figure out what it is that you want to purchase, what you want to buy, what you want to bid on, and what you want to put into your collection. Looking pretty good right there. And of course, if that's not enough, you can always go back and look at the photos. This is number 256 of Life with Archie. The photos will be in the catalog at TheBigToyAuction.com, and those are also in fairly high definition. They get downscaled a little bit by the Proxibid system, but certainly enough that you can zoom in and take a look and really get a feel for it. And this one's a little bit dirtier. You could certainly use a clean and press. but no major issues on this one. I'm not seeing any folding, tearing. And then we'll show you the inside as well. A couple of the interiors as we finish up here. Ooh, look at that. I do want to point this out. So, looks to be perhaps a little bit of water damage, but only to the cover. It doesn't seem to have saturated through, so that's fantastic. And we're going to finish it up with Life with Archie number 257. This is from 1986. We'll show you the front. We'll show you the back. We will wiggle jiggle the light all down the cover so it tells you the rest of the story. Points out any flaws, imperfections, etc. We'll do the same on the back. And then I'm just going to walk you through a few of the interiors so you can get an idea of the quality and condition of this. And that's going to do it. That is Life with Archie, number 257.